What's up, everybody? Lou Too Sick. We are in the lab, the home gym slash home office, and we just got done watching Canelo put the beats on Jermell Charlo, emerging victorious by a 12-round unanimous decision. And hey, we were correct. Weren't correct in the result. We thought it would be an 8th round knockout. We saw Jermell Charlo dig down, stay tough, survive for all 12 rounds, losing on the cards and really just winning one round on my cards, losing 11 of those rounds. And a great performance for Canelo. Throughout the come up of the fight, Canelo says that he would revert back to an old style, and you saw that. You saw him lurk down Charlo, just brutalize him with big shots, big power shots the whole night. Charlo did have his moments, but he couldn't string together anything past that, anything past 5-10 seconds of good action. Canelo's size, Canelo's power was just too much for Charlo. He was a little bit quicker than Charlo expected. So a great fight. You had a knockdown, and I think round 7 it was by Canelo. And yeah, nothing too surprising here with this result. What's surprising to me is Canelo's form. Canelo looked great. Canelo looked a lot better than he did against John Ryder. And yeah, it makes you excited for things coming up. One of the questions Jim Gray asked afterwards is, do we see a Benavidez fight now? Could that be next? There's been whispers that the other Charlo brother will be next, but to be honest, I'm not interested in seeing that fight. I know a lot of other fans are not interested in seeing that. It's the Benavidez matchup, really, that we would like to see. The long reach, the heavy activity of Benavidez, and how will Canelo do that? One thing that Canelo throughout his career that he's been doing is he's just been a 1-2 shot type guy. So strong, relying on his powerful punches. With a guy like Benavidez, you can't be doing that. Canelo was pretty non-committal after the fight when Jim Gray asked that question, so we didn't really get an answer there. Canelo says anybody, but when it comes down to it, it comes down to the contract negotiations. Does that really mean anything, saying anybody? Now for Charlo, it seemed like Charlo, knew he was in for an uphill battle here. After the fight, he said it's the boxing game. That's what happens. And he said he's going to head back down to his division. He's got work to do in his division. And I think he was already setting us up for that in the pre-fight, telling us that he still had some things to do at 154. Kind of setting us up for, hey, don't be surprised if I lose this. I am fighting the bigger guy. Charlo, after the fight, called out Terence Crawford. That be a fight I'd be interested to see, but I know Terence Crawford is interested in the Canelo matchup. I'm more interested in seeing that. I'm more interested in seeing Bud move up in weight and seeing how he deals with that challenge. That dude is a warrior, so I would expect fireworks if him and Canelo were to meet. So I'm excited to see what's next. His stock doesn't drop down at all. He just bit down on his mouthpiece and fall hard. He just couldn't put up a fight against King Canelo. That's who he is right now. We're witnessing the reign of King Canelo. Unless Dimitri Bivol is in the room and Canelo sit down. Real simple. Other than that, yeah, very good card. Mario Barrios having a gritty, gutty performance, knocking out Ugas. That was a beautiful fight. And then Jesus Ramos losing to Erickson Lubin by absolute robbery. Ramos, for the most part, controlled that fight for the first 6, 7, 8 rounds of that fight. Yeah, like the announcer said, he put his feet off the gas in the last 4 rounds. But I still thought in those last 4 rounds, could have probably won 1 or 2 of those rounds. I'm not sure how the judges, all across the board, thought it was an Erickson Lubin fight. By many rounds, he won that fight, I think, on each card by like 4 or 5 rounds. I do not know how that happens. I'm sorry that you just took your first loss like that. And that's a real shame that Ramos takes a loss that way. That hurts. That hurts your career standing. You're 21-0 or 20-0. He's still young, 22 years old. Fighting at that stature, hey, that's a huge accomplishment in itself. But hey, this is the boxing game. The boxing game protects records. A loss on your record here could mean millions of dollars out of your pocket. And for a lot of these fighters who are coming up from circumstances that are not too not too privileged, that extra money out of your pocket could mean a big thing. So Ramos definitely deserved a victory there, in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, a great night of fights. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, and comment, because we'll have more stuff coming out in the next few weeks. And yeah, let me know what you guys think below. Who you guys think Canelo should fight next? What you think will happen if he fights Benavidez? What you think will happen to Charlo next? Does he get a Crawford fight like he wants? What you guys think about the Ramos fight? Let's chop it up about it all. Alright, I'll see you guys during this week. We'll be talking about some more stuff. Lou Too Sick, we out.
Every time I wake up, shit feel the same. Got a million thoughts and they weighing on my brain. Sipping on my favorite liquor just to ease the pain, cause I feel like I'm crazy and desperate need to change. Making plans to move and talking state to state. Talking pounds and haze, medical high grade. Look how my eyes stay, what more can I say? How dare a nigga tell me that this rap won't work?